Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Sean, for this pertinent question. And indeed, many of the rural communities in Europe have this sense of abandonment, of oblivion. And I think what you were saying explains at least a part of this problem. And this is very important, and I see this as a very problematic issue, because this sense, this feeling of being alienated by the political decision process can ultimately lead to something very dangerous, which is the alienation from politics, from democratic politics, from the European project. So basically, it's not that rural communities are not heard, but no one is actually listening to them. We have the message, everybody knows the message, but somehow between the analysis, the diagnosis of the needs, and then the political decision process, the message gets lost. So it's really important that we amplify the voices of the rural world and make sure they are active parts, active elements of the entire decision-making process. I believe that the Rural Pact can have an important role in this regard, because it creates the opportunity to bring and to keep rural communities and ruralities in general terms in the center of the political debate on what kind of territorial cohesion do we want for the future? What kind of social cohesion do we want for Europe? And this is a sort of debate that it concerns everyone, not just rural communities. But the question also that we can make is why listening to the rural world is so important. Why are rural voices so important to be heard? Because we know this, I mean, so many books refer this, but we know this by experience in the field, that rural agents, they are the one best placed, best prepared to design, to conceive the adapted solutions for specific needs, specific challenges of their own different rural communities. So this is very important to underline. And so I think it's basically a duty that we have for the sake of the entire European project to be sure that we actually make all rural actors active parts of the entire decision-making process, implementation and monitoring of public policies included, not just consultation. And besides, when we empower the voices of the rural world, what happens is that you're also boosting, you're promoting a sense of belonging. And this is very important to reinforce, I would say, the political legitimacy of the interventions. I come from political science, so for me, these kind of issues are really, really important, because we know that there is no territorial cohesion without social cohesion. But social cohesion needs also this, this sense of ownership. You need to sense that you actually own the processes that that are affecting your own community. Now, when I look at the Rural Pact, I see as very positive that it is, reflecting this idea of engaging all levels of governance and involving all rural actors. That's absolutely important. But we cannot forget that we have many rural communities who do not possess these empowering tools at the moment. So one main focus of political action right now, as I see it, has to be the creation of this enabling environment that will actually empower the voices of these people in the rural world. At present, for instance, in the European Parliament, I'm sure you know, we're working on our own initiative report on the long-term vision for the rural areas. So we are still working on our mandate. I cannot speak for the European Parliament at this stage, but I can tell you for sure that we are very much engaged in making sure that we help to find the best possible solutions to make sure that our rural world is, alive and resilient and strong in the future. Personally, because I can only speak for myself, I would like to take this opportunity, if I may, just to to express my wish to join this community, this rural pact community, by committing myself to organize in my home country an event where I will try to help to disseminate the rural pact, the vision, the long-term vision for the rural world. So it's a very humble compromise, but it's a firm, it's a honest compromise that I'm doing. And this is a way to show that everybody, even in a simple way, we can do our best to make sure we really are worth everything that the rural world gives to us. And, well, this would be my answer to your most pertinent question. Thank you.